all of that in. And hi, everybody. Nicola Russell here.
Wow. And Robert.
And Robert Van Kooten. Oh. How are you today, Robert?
A bit tired. I woke up at 4 o'clock. And about a year ago, when I was waking up completely, I woke up every night at 2 or 3 o'clock. And then I started writing, and it was clear writing. So this morning I woke up at 4, I think, half past 3. And I was like, I have to do it. I have to make some. I had a complaint to the police in our country. Very 3D. And but I had to do it, and because I need an outlet for all this energy which is getting into me in my system all the time. So I woke up at 4:30, and I started writing. And it wasn't clear writing, but it was really clarifying writing. So it was a bit tired, but really good.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, the 3D reality is really sort of like quite prevalent at the moment. We're just having a little conversation beforehand. So we won't go into all of those details, but we also actually wanted to sort of look at the grounding aspect for everybody. Yeah. Let's say hello to everyone anyway. So we've got Flight Pipe and Sippers 1000. Yeah, there he is. Good evening, all. Good beings of the galaxy. What's he like? Look. Galaxy, and welcome to the greatest show on earth, going out to you wherever you are in the cosmos, across all time and space.
I'm gonna keep this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a photo of that one. Love that one. So we've got Angel in the house. Hi, Angel.
Hi, Angel.
And then she's saying hello to Piper Slipper. It's really nice getting a good old community together, isn't it?
I love that. That's really nice.
It's really good. Hello, Angel. We've got Peas in the house as well. Hi, Pea. That's really lovely. Who else have we got in? Oh, Anne-Marie. She's up. Yeah, we're just starting to talk. Yeah, so she's Australian, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. And Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie, yeah.
Anne-Marie.
Did I say that?
No, it's pronounced like Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie. Okay, Thank you for letting me know that. Patty's in the house. Oh, Patty. Oh, we've got Vanessa here as well.
Hi, Vanessa.
Vanessa. Oh, they look lovely. Yeah. Oh, we've got Natika. Oh gosh. Oh, that one went really quick. Natika. Hello, Natika. Oh, Adele's in.
Adele.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got Fiona as well. Look at that. So hello, everybody. So pleased to see you. You've got a little bit of a gruff voice there.
Yeah.
Sounded very sexy, Robert.
I practiced on that.
Should I share this out for you? Well, let's just share these out to groups. If anybody does want to share these out to groups, if you're coming from Facebook, feel free to do that. Just going to do all those little technical bits. And then
sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
So let me go into that. Oh, it's actually on there. So I'm just going to put this out to you then, Robert.
Yes, thank you.
And then that can be shared out to you. There. That should be coming through. And then I'll just put that on my story. So so we're just getting all of that all sorted, and we'll put it out just to a few groups. If anyone's got any groups that they think that they might want to have a little look at, then feel free to share those out. Okay, I think that'll do. Marvelous. So we'll get going and sort of see what's occurring and what's going to happen in this session today. Socks are off. Pink socks.
All right.
Yeah, they're looking a bit grubby at the bottom, actually. I should have showed them the good way around, but yeah. So dirty socks off. Dirty socks off. So yeah, we haven't actually got a guest this week. We was going to, but we really wanted to come on ourselves, didn't we?
Yeah, we just want to have fun.
Yeah, just want to have fun. Next week we've actually got Martin Nichols coming on, so he's actually booked in. But so we're actually here today, just you and I. So we sort of see why that was. But I was sort of really guided for it to be us today. So yeah. So
because of the 3D effects, which was hammering at least me this whole week, and hammering in such a sense that the energy was really dense, and sometimes it was literally like having a tight helmet on. And I had a healing session with you, which was really profound, deep, long, and was really heavy. It felt like brain surgery, and I fell asleep on Patricia at the night shift, so she worked, and then she woke me up, and it was like a few pins were in my head, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to talk to you because I'm really feeling. And then when I woke up the next morning, it was a complete day. I was like being on pot, smoked. Just really like, and then it stabilized. But then the 3D energy really moved into my field, not in a bad way, but I could sense it really clearly. So and one thing I had to also in the healing session, I had to put more attention to the grounding. So that's why I would like to, for everybody here and for the great work we do, maybe you can set up some grounding work as well.
Really good idea. This is what Anne-Marie just said. It says it's been so disconnected lately. What's going on? And it's really, and they all love your voice as well.
That's very right.
Sing me a song. Sing me a song.
I'll sing you a song.
More?
No.
Come on.
I won't sing anymore. Make it a karaoke session.
Yeah. So
like a karaoke session. That's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. A macho button is on his mic turned up. It's just So I totally get that. It's really funny. I've been really sort of very blissed out, but I must say you're absolutely right. There's so much going on energetically, and I feel it's before the 25th. Before the 25th of March, everything needs to be looked at and under a microscope and like really yanked out for us to sort of move forward.
Is that the 25th because we do our workshop on light language?
Oh yeah. It's the 25th.
The 25th, in the morning, we do our session with for light language to activate light language for everybody.
Yeah.
So, but you mentioned something. You meant something different, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, sort of like the cosmos, the galactic sort of planetary things. Something's going on. They're saying the 25th. Yeah, there's something's going on that's really bringing things up that need to be identified, that need to be cleared. There's one particular event that's happened in my life recently, very recently, that actually was something that I really needed to deal with. And I've literally head on in so many ways have looked at this and it's been quite a profound experience, actually, that I'm coming from a place of strength. So whatever we're sort of looking at, you're looking at it from, so you're going to go into that 3D reality of going in and facing your fears, facing what you're needing to do, but then also actually looking at it from a higher conscious perspective and actually looking and say, well, no, actually, this needs to be worked on so that I can clear it to bring in that sense of self-empowerment. And I've got a real big pat on the back from today. So I'm really very proud of myself.
And so are we all are proud of you.
Thank you. So if anyone's going through all of those sort of emotional states and are really sort of working on all of these sort of things, then it's important that we really face them head on and know that the universe has got our backs, that we know it's for our greater good, that sometimes the 3D reality does come in that we swoop into, and then we then rise higher as a result of actually facing it, which is fabulous. So peace.
And don't have any expectations. Just be and don't have expectations. Put your hand on your heart. Be pure. Don't expect anything, and then it's just energy, which can be as an experience going through you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But still, it helps if you are better grounded. So
yeah, should we clear the space then, and then we'll help everybody anchor their light a little bit clear. So Anne-Marie's been a little bit flat, croaky, soft, like whinge she's been doing. Poor old Anne-Marie. I love the conversations between everybody on the comments, don't you?
Like, yeah, it's really like we're getting more of a side kick.
They're
communicating all the way, and we're like, they don't pay attention to us.
Yeah, they're probably just sitting there on the side going, what they on? I don't know. We're just coming in and having. Do you know what we should do one time? Actually, is that we could actually put it on and do it on sneak out. But we could put it all on Zoom, and everybody could come and join us on Zoom one Friday.
Yeah,
should we do that?
Yes. Do you like this idea?
Yeah, would you like that idea? If we're Parker Snippers just said, "Are you two still there?" Hi, Rosalind as well. Hi, Rosalind. Yes, I think indeed are intensifying. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Patty says yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and so does Angel.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, we'll do that. God,
anybody who doesn't want it, maybe it's easier to put it other way around. Is there anybody who doesn't like us to be on Zoom? Because then we have to pay attention to it if it's a group. But if
they just won't join us, won't they?
Yeah.
Yes, as well. That would be really good because you can have quite a few people on there. We could just put a link out and just do that one week, do a nice little special.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool. And Vanessa's yes.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay, so
can you message on Zoom? Yeah, there's a chat option in Zoom, so you can message. So you can still have contact with all your friends here.
Yeah, you can do private little messages.
Private messages as well.
Private messages on Zoom to different people. But then we'll actually be on there, and everybody would actually meet everybody. That would be really adorable. Because we'll put our tees on, and socks off, and we see everybody on the screen. We could just get lunch and dinner and take out and all of that. Okay, right. Let's think about that another time. We're just going to tap into everybody's energy, and then sort of like really allow ourselves to enable us to bring in that sort of sense of clearing before we see what the galactics and everybody wants for us to actually analyze within our system. So we're just going to tap into everyone. So we're going to try to concentrate on this now, everybody. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go in and clear the spaces, set the scene, put up some grids, and see what needs to come through for us to enable us to connect. Da. Makura, Sisikia Makura, Siakio Mokrata, Shun Makura, Basia Makura, Dadan Makua Sha. Dashubaki eto Kranta Washumokor Bisian Mikiat. Lokrasi Sikia Makora Tata Shukawe Shobaku Kranta Yeshna. Thank you. Dashubaku Krata Yeshumaku Kratata Shukaboe Makaiwa. Dedabaku Krata Shia Ku Rantai Ue Makura Sisikia Bushua. Subaku Krata Yeshu Ratatanto Krasi Sisikiata to shoot. Shumaku Krata de Shawikia Wema. Korabasia Papumakiatesh. Lana Makukrate Shanamukorebisham. Darabakura Tisikiamokratesh. Korabesio Bakura Makiam, Lokrathisiokio Mokoratish, Korabathana Makorabatana Makiota. Da. Okay. So we've just created a nice little portal above everybody. So if they want to get rid of anything, just popped up and just feel yourself in your physical body and just anchor in there. Oh, there's a little bit of an imbalance there, Robert. Why is that? Okay, just bring that masculine and feminine. Oh, I know why. Okay, so we're just going to bring that masculine and feminine in balance. That's better. Siuma kuire bakina mokorati sikiana mokorata dana mokiato robishuna mokora batena mokora bashana mikieta da shana makokran taiwasha. Korabasiona makiata, wishamakiata, wishabagiana makia. Affairs of the heart will make the balance of the energy very uneven. So if anybody's out there that's experienced these sort of 3D realities of experience, it does actually unbalance the energy. So that's really good that you picked up on that today, Robert, of grounding that energy. I'm sort of picking up that energy is really nice and even now. So they want us just to all go into the heart right now. Should bring everything back into center. See the bigger picture. Whatever is shown builds us strength within ourselves. And when we come together as a soul tribe, as a family, it enables us to draw on other people's strengths, the same as really embodying our own strength within ourselves. When we come together and we're supported by each other, it enables us to grow stronger. And from that, the strength then lights up the universe and the crystalline grid in that reactionary coming together and really sort of formulating these sort of tribe members that we've got here with everybody commenting. So that's really very beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, I want to put some extra quotes on for the anchoring the light, feeling the tribe connection, and feeling the grounding anytime needed. So you can always connect with your heart and then feel your tribe, feel the grounding, and feel the anchor your light.
Sorry, I just got a bit emotional there. Just a minute. Just if anybody's feeling an emotion, just allow that to be shown and just allow it to come out. Okay. Das yumaku awa shakie doramash. Das yumaku asha kie sha. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Das yumaku ashoe be mokuresie. Okay. Thank you for those guys, Robert.
I got some more.
Oh God, no more. I'm going to go get now.
Because of the emotions, you pinpoint that I want to put some quotes on the release of old emotions through all time and space. And replace them with love and empathy.
Thank you, my friend.
With the Barry White voice.
I know. So yeah, so that's beautiful. So Marie's actually said that she's been
Pepita's in the house.
In balance as well. Sorry?
I know Pepita Luiten. She's a friend of mine. Welcome. Yeah.
Hi. Oh, beautiful. And yeah, so Marie as well. I hope that sort of helped you with those codes that Robert brought through. They certainly sort of got to me, so that was really, very nice. Thank you for that, Robert. Yeah. So, okay. Where do we go from here then?
We can ask a question.
Yeah.
So if anybody has a question, and it's not on doing your own work, it's helping if you get stuck somewhere, then we can work on you. If so, bring forward the question as possible to do that now.
Yeah. If
In
anybody's
the meantime, we can talk about the 25th
Yes.
to get people warmed up for the 25th. Now I understand it's a very special date. So
Yes. The 24th, I've got a connection group for light language, if anybody wants to join on that. And then the 25th, Robert and I have got an activation event, which can be found, all the links on Starseed Dew with that. If you want to book a ticket on that. But the intention is for us to go into and connect with your energy and ignite and activate the next step of the evolution. This is including an intention to ignite your light language.
And it will be done.
And it will be done, Robert says. I'm like...
No, you do it every day.
No,
every day.
No. Do you know what? It's really funny, actually. During the week, I actually ignited another 3 people. So I don't know why I'm doubting myself.
There's no doubt anymore. So for everybody who's doubting the ability of kicking off light language and putting light language into action, there's this little code.
Cool. You're on fire. You're on fire. That's that upgrade that we did the other day. You're on fire, Robert.
Yes, the brain surgery worked.
Yeah. Yeah, Patty says she thinks she's blocking her own light language. Yeah, what happens is that there's layers of emotions that stop it coming forward.
Yeah, and what I experienced until now, the last year, is that most people don't block your light language. It's more that there are programs in your system that gives you disbeliefs or diverted beliefs that you are not capable, not worthy, or whatever. All those basic core emotions will be tapped on, and that will stop you from doing the light language, or you're not at the right place for now speaking your light language. So there is light language, but it's not getting into the open yet.
It's like Gillian said, she was told it was picked up on spontaneously going down timelines. So yes, absolutely, it can be. So mine came in spontaneously, and then sometimes it's activated through an outward source. So if you're really so sometimes it does, absolutely, you're right there, Gillian, but also what we are creators of our own reality. So if we want to actually increase the potentiality and the probability of that higher timeline to occur, then sometimes an outward source is actually then guided to. So if you're guided to that and there's an intuition to have that happen, then your intuition will then actually bring you forward into that outward source.
And since last week, I understand I'm a quantum healer as well. So we can put you in a different timeline or different perspectives. That can help.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And also what Heather's saying there is absolutely right. It's the suppression also that can stop it coming forward. So I was working with somebody this week, actually, which was all about suppression, and she released the suppression, and then it came forward.
Yeah. It's like taking the cork out of the bottle, and then there's a couple of types of corks.
Yeah.
So it felt goopy. What's goopy?
Goopy, what happens actually, Bobby, is what I've noticed a lot with people as they've really sort of bringing forward their light language is that there's almost cue. What's he like? Is the throat gets almost like it's almost like a rebirth. And it's going to sound a bit disgusting, but what happens is that as it sort of comes up, and this is not on all cases when it comes up, but it comes out like almost like a block, and you literally feel like you want to be sick. And as you sort of, I'm sort of really sort of, that's sort of how I sort of help people sort of bring it forward, is that you then bring it forward and then you feel that you have to spit it out into a tissue. And it really is like you just can't swallow that back.
You don't want to as well.
No. So if you're feeling that way, with the throat feeling a little bit gloopy, as Bobby just said, it really is that it comes up and it comes out like an energetic, thick, nasty.
Okay, so shall I work on the throat chakras?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Throat.
We've got nobody on the event because you're doing it all today.
This is just for superficial. If you really have got an issue, we really can work on you, and we can do that together as well. But first, let's start modifying, opening up, giving liberty to any expressions from the throat, creativity of in all time and space of everybody in this group listening to this video.
You sort of sent a load of energy up from people's crowns there. And do you know that sort of portal that I said that's all on people's heads? Just let it all just go up. It just all will go up. Dera bashur ki demokrati sikin demokrate shobi makru vision demokrata ni maksha. So that's your baki and makiota beshame. Into response with what Maria is saying is that it does need to be when it is ready. If your soul is holding you back, there is a reason for it, but we don't need to force anything.
No.
That's the important thing, is that we don't need to it's like I really want it, but that creates emotion.
Yeah.
And that creates a block. So it's like I am open to receive what is right for my soul in this now moment, to allow me to receive that gift to be ignited within me.
Yeah.
That allows the surrendering process, the trusting process that allows it to move through. When we try and force it out, and because we really want it, it creates that sense of desperation and and I can't have it, so I want it, and and all of that sort that goes with it. So we can create our own blocks on it. And if you've already ignited it, but then it stops, then it may be something that's blocking the progress of it, that you need to maybe be going through a human experience, and then it then sort of like releases. But it will come through when it is ready. But if you're guided to attend or want to know more, then even if it doesn't ignite your light language, it will bring you a healing process at the same time, because our code will come in and activate the next stage of the evolution. So that would be really good.
And also, I think it's trusting in that everything is perfect and everything is perfectly orchestrated, even if we don't understand it from our point of view or our perspective. So to strengthen that trust in the system, and in that you are a multidimensional being, and that your light language is of your own nature, and that in any time of moment, any moment of time, it will come at the right moment and time.
It's got some codes coming through, everybody, if you want to listen to these as well. Thank you for yours, Robert. Just continuation from your codes there. Dada bada good about shukur bisian mikia to grata shukian mako suba kuyama kuash giat toma kuras sia pia kuan awa sha sua kia wena ma wesh taish kruosh nant kuras sian pora taisho kyopo krata enema kogra taisho kyono mokora banana Dada bakio makora basia suba di democratic sure bakia makora batana makora makia makuama a As I said that light language, it said banana. Did you hear it? It does that sometimes, and I'm like, it's this banana. In the middle of that.
We are bananas.
I don't know if anybody else heard that banana in that light language code. Okay, let's just find out what. So that's ego comes in and it listens to it and it goes like, she just said banana. Okay, so it was basically going in and clearing the throat to some level of understanding. So what they're trying to actually say also here, it is imperative for us to all start speaking our truth. With that, it allows us to grow stronger. And it is all about the suppression, these energies that we are encountering at the moment, is about the suppression of our voice. And it is time that we stepped up and spoke our truth.
Yeah, more and more and more. So purity in whatever you express is very important. That's what I feel for myself. And when you're getting more pure and purer in whatever you express, then the surroundings of you, your environment will be purer. So it helps. It's really that drop of oil in the water, which is clearing and then it's going wider and wider. That's what's happening when you are speaking pure. And it also helps if something happens to you or some energy comes into your system, it helps to just express it, that something is happening in your system. You don't have to any expectations for the other person, whatever reaction it will be. It's not important. You just express it to get it out of your system. Fruit-based light language.
Fruit-based. It's that Thursday man that comes around to Pipe and Slippers' house. That's the fruit and veg man, isn't it? That's been invited on Pipe and Slippers. Nicola said actually her crown is actually tingling away and open at the moment. And Peggy Ann said about could we actually send her a link for that information? So we'll do that after, certainly. Okay, So, okay, let's see if we get any guidance for everybody as well that is going to come through. Should we do that?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just tune in for everyone. They said the holies are not coming in today, just to let you know.
Okay.
They just said the floor's too dirty. Remember last time they came in, I'd wash the floor beforehand. They're like, no, they're not coming in. The floor's dirty. Okay. That's your marco. That's your Wow. That's your ba. Thank you. They always start off. The time is of great change. They always say that, don't they?
That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So the time is of great change. It is all relative to your perspective. Whether it is in the collective of breaking down of all systems or whether it is in your own personal life, it is about the observation of it from a place of the heart that is imperative for the onward journey. If you're in the emotional state of that now moment and looking at it from that emotional state, everything gets heightened and creates a sense of trauma within your reality. Certainly be part of that experience of the trauma that may occur, but allow the emotional state of that said trauma to move through your system. It is imperative that we ground and be embodied within the physical field. The physical emotional states will then be able to move through you at a quickened rate rather than holding onto that said trauma, lower dimensional sort of frequencies of those emotions. So allowing the emotions, if they come up, to move through you, and those codes that Robert brought in just now will be really sort of beneficial when we just bring that in. It is a great practice to experience, to pull away, to move out of the emotional state and allow the energy to move. It is the evolutionary understanding of yourself is, yes, we play the game, but we come straight out of it. We observe, we can see the characters that are played within the game itself. When it is collective, without judgment or individual in separation, every time we must observe that because they hold their own perspective within their own reality. It is not coming from a place of judgment, but it is coming from a place of compassion, that we can allow ourselves to grow from that point of view. But it is not holding on to the emotional state, which is the experience. It is about the higher perspective of what is happening, occurring around us, whether collective or individual. The understanding and the experience will be lightened and quickened with that perspective. So all the time that we're really in the density of it all, we will be dragged down into that 3D reality of emotional states. Every time we could go dip in, but let's come straight out again. It's like a toffee apple.
Toffee apple, yeah. I love when you start thinking what kind of example you can give. Toffee apple?
Toffee apple. Pop it in, bring it out, leave it in there too long. You won't be able to bite it.
It's melting now. I never ate a toffee apple.
Have you never had a toffee apple? They're horrible.
Okay, so I'll never do it.
I wouldn't actually, but it just came into mind.
Yeah, okay, that's perfect. I put the link in for the event in comments.
Fabulous, thank you. Also, actually, I wanted to tell people about check out all my YouTube videos lately. There've been I did quite a good one today with regards to, if I say so myself, personal. Have you seen it? I was talking about do you know, like multidimensionality with our star beings? They're talking about the other day, and I just really sort of feel drawn to sort of talk about it for those that have actually seen it. That are like, but it was talking about the aspects of ego and having fragmented aspects, multi-dimensional aspects of ego.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Because one time, because they were talking about the personality disorders and bipolar and stuff like that, the mental health, that it's exasperated in those types of templates. When it comes into ourselves, sometimes like we get up in the morning and we've got like a, like we're really high vibe and we're feeling really, so that sort of fragmented aspect of self is in the focus point. Yeah. If you're sort of feeling that you're more in that 3D reality, you get up and feeling a bit grumpy, it's because that aspect, that multi-dimensional aspect of self as an egoic fragment of your egoic self is then in that focus point. So I thought that was really interesting.
Sounds good. I have to watch that then.
Yeah, so have a little look at that. Yes, maybe I could get my whiteboard out now. It's always a treat. I know, I get so excited. Louise looks at me, she's like, oh, here we go. I love my whiteboards. I do.
Yeah, but sometimes if you use them on StreamYard, it's written mirrored.
Yes, well, it was Facebook actually.
That is
Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
I did a Facebook Live and then I uploaded it, and everything was written backwards on my YouTube video. It was quite a good video, but it was just like
You couldn't read it.
And Marie just said, "Oh, great, more bloody egos." Love that. Oh, and Krista, she actually enjoyed that video, and Nicola loves the whiteboard as well. Yeah, it's yes, it made so much sense to her. So yeah, it does make sense, because when you can have a greater understanding of who you are and how you perceive things, it makes things so much easier to deal with in this reality.
Of course, yeah.
Because when you so if you just bumble along with life and you're just in this constant emotional state, it just, everything's so sort of traumatic and dramatic, and it's, you know, like the old Nicola would have been sort of, you know, weeping and a wailing and but now I can dip in, experience something, come back out again, like sort of like, well, that was all a bit very strange, wasn't it? And it just like, it just sort of feels like you just work through it so much quicker. Like you have this sort of release of the emotion, then you come back out and you go like, let's analyze that from a higher perspective, and you go in, and then you can deal with it. It's
more like instantly.
Yes.
And that's the good thing, I think. You don't need to get into living the whole process.
Yeah.
Just get in, get out.
Sort it. Yeah. It's like the communication that you talk about with Patricia, isn't it? Yeah. It's like if you have a conversation with somebody and there is an issue and you voice it, you communicate it in a non-emotional state, it enables you to work through the process at quickens pace rather than somebody shouting at each other, which really doesn't get anything achieved by that.
That only makes every cell in your system be filled up with that emotion and steps into it. So what we do is we start telling each other what's happening in our system without any expectation what the other will experience on that. But the other will then, of course, get emotions like, oh, I didn't do that, or whatever comes up at that moment. And then you can tell that. And at a certain moment, we can feel there's a mutual, like an angle or something like that. I call it like a sting. And then I can put light language in it, and Patricia can put light language in it. So then we clear it on both sides, and then for all time and space, and then we're free.
And it's done. Yeah. But isn't that's fabulous? That's
it is. Amazing. Well, it sounds fabulous, but it's hard work as well.
You are making me feel just a bit angry at this very moment in time. Blah 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 blah.
At the most weird moments, and when you don't expect it, or maybe your ego doesn't want it, something occurs. And then the other starts on it, and then there's no way out. You have to talk about it.
Yeah.
And that's so instead of directing the emotions towards the other, you direct the emotions inwards, express them, and that's what we're going vice versa.
Are you doing a course on that for Star CG?
We are working on it, and what we first
that'd be good.
Yeah. We're working on it, but I got my whiteboard. I can't use it because it's completely filled with all the items we're going to work through first.
So you're going to rub those off bit by bit, or I can't use my whiteboard.
First, I had to get color in my house. Can you see it there?
What's that?
I got color. There's color in the house.
Oh, that's really lovely. It's a lovely trunk.
I took it from India when I was there, and it was.
You took it? You stole it?
I bought it. I took it with me.
Stole.
Yeah. Just put it around.
Yeah. Well, it's fine.
Everybody's walking around like that. Yeah. So there's more color in the house. So that's.
That's lovely.
Came from the communication course. Yeah.
That's really lovely. It's really, really sweet. It's absolutely adorable. I love that. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, Ganesh. Yeah. And P likes it. She says she thought it was pretty.
It's just
Oh yeah. Oh, and it moves.
I can move it.
Oh, Anne-Marie, why am I making you feel a little bit angry at this time?
You are making it. Nicola, it's a question to Nicola.
Thank God she's in Australia. I'm going to come over to see you a couple of weeks' time, but just be aware.
Normally, if somebody is tapping into your system in any way, it shows that there's something inside of you to be that can be attended to. So if you get angry or annoyed or irritated, it's only showing that there's some emotion in your system.
No, you said that, silly. I said that.
Oh, you said that. Ah.
Did I? Yeah, no. You're only okay. We could dwell on that, but I don't know what that means. Yes, yeah, no, I have been a little bit angry today, but that's okay. I've worked through it. It's good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all for the greater good.
You weren't feeling angry, but what you told me is that you just went into the 3D experience.
I did.
You observed what happened.
Yes.
You was even observing how strong you were.
Yes.
And how not how do you call it, like a warrior energy, that like you were strong and powerful, empowered, that's the word. And then you stepped out again, so you didn't get into it. So,
I did. I put my big girl pants on, as Tina said last week. Put my big girl pants on, and I faced. I did. You'd be really very proud of me.
Yeah, of course. And so that's the whole, one of the objectives is to get in any circumstance. You don't really get stuck into this into these energies and emotions, but you just experience them and let them release again.
Move through it, yeah, because it could affect me the rest of the day, and it really hasn't. There are sort of thing, it's just really important just to sort of own it, to own those feelings, be in it, deal with it, move on. Let's see how we can actually deal with that. It's very difficult when there is an imbalance of that communication. So you and Patricia at the moment, you can sort of deal with that conscious communication. When you're dealing with somebody that's not in a conscious communication, it becomes a little bit strained. But if you go in and deal with it from your perspective, and still send them love and compassion, then it enables them to sort of work through it at their own.
Be the example of light.
Yes, be the example. Absolutely.
And that's really and when you can put yourself in a higher perspective, it's easier to do.
Yes, it is. It really is.
You have a better understanding of what's happening, and even if you don't have a complete understanding, it feels like you are on top of it. Not like the ego thing, but more like I can see what's happening, or I can understand that it's not important to get in there.
Yeah, it's like a clearer mind as well, Robert, isn't it? It's that when you go in, you have a clearer mind after you come out of that emotional state. You can come in and go, okay, so if that can't be communicated that way, how else can I actually move through this? And sometimes you might need some sort of mediation or something coming in that will allow somebody else to come in to actually sort of deal with it. Because if there's sort of two emotional states clashing together, then somebody needs to come in the center and mediate that. So if any of you out there are experiencing any sort of issues with any particular person or in a 3D reality, Gillian's just sort of said she fell back into 3D for a few days, then absolutely, then allow yourself to just sort of see it from that perspective, and I hope that sort of helped you. And Gillian's just said, it's good to have those reminders, isn't it? And there's always things that comes out that we can sort of help each other with our experiences.
Yeah, and don't be strict on yourself. So if you get into a 3D for a few days, it's perfect because it's meant to be. Everything is perfectly orchestrated. So this experience needed to be in your system. And then you go out again and you can just look back at it and say, okay, that was a nice experience, or it was some kind of an experience.
Yeah.
And then you go, and then you move on again.
Yeah. That was P. Oh, sorry. So yeah, so P's just said I've put some of my issues down to clear before the equinox tomorrow. So yeah, and it's good. It's really good. It feels really empowering to know that you're stepping into your empowerment.
Yeah. Equinox is at 10:30 Dutch time, so it's 9:30 in UK tomorrow morning.
Oh, is it? Yeah. So I'm ahead of time. I've cleared a bit of that. So Bobby, so she said that she actually completely lost her voice for a week.
Nice experience.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So if it's not inappropriate, is there any energetic
help you can give for the wounded masculine
right now? Yeah, I think that's a really lovely idea, Pipe and Slippers, to sort of go in and have a look at the balancing of the wounded masculine, because I mean there's an awful lot that's sort of said about the wounded feminine, but there's also the wounded masculine that needs to be looked at as well, and that balance of that, because the masculine, sort of the a man's man, they we do have these men that are men's men, and they need healing too. They really do need healing to sort of bring that feminine aspect of themselves in. So very good point. Let's do that then, Robert.
Shall I put some energy on that? And then it's more like, for me it feels more like, because we are on this planet to experience both sides, so it's like the feminine and the masculine, so we balance that in all time and space for everybody.
So everybody tap in.
So tap in, and then we balance it, and it's not only the but it's
like a robot. The masculine's coming in to prevent it.
So I put my focus on all feminine, masculine, wounded and unbalanced energies, level them, balance them in all time and space for everybody who's listened to this recording.
Just really anchor that down. Oh, lovely codes. Take a deep breath in and just really bring that energy in and just really embrace it. So regardless if you're female or masculine, we still have to balance the female and masculine. So it doesn't matter about the physical body. The physical body is only the physical body. We're talking about the energetic. Da shima. Da shubaku amakuasha. Da shubakie bamakuasha. Is having that balance between the two. The center point. Da shubakie babapusho makuasha. Shubaku sisikiana desha. Is about having that sense of flow of the feminine and that of structure, and together they blend. Da siamakura sisikiamawasha subaku kranta ishumura tesisiakiet bokrati sumakora nana shie kiata uba pusha makora nadish kiata the makorama. And it's when you become centered within yourself, you don't feel that you need to fulfill yourself from an outward source of feminine or masculine. Like, I need a relationship in my life to fulfill me. It's about the balance of the masculine and feminine that enables you to stand within your own right. And then if somebody comes into your energetic field as a partnership or a relationship, it's coming from a place of empowerment, and not that somebody needs to come in to replace that part of you that's not actually in balance. And that's what happens with relationships that are a little bit screw-whiffy, is because you're, and I was absolutely very much like that, of really sort of being that sort of wounded feminine, suppressed person, and now I really sort of very much sort of more in my power of owning my masculine, the wounded masculine, to enable me to really sort of up balance of like, do you know what, actually I'm here in my own right, and that's beautiful. That's an absolutely beautiful place to be in. But when you come together like the coupling with you and Patricia, it's really very beautiful to see that when you're both balanced, it enables you to sort of move through in that sort of more of a conscious connection. It's just the new paradigm of new relationships, isn't it? Rather than coming from a place of wounded and wanting somebody to fulfill you from an outward source, it's actually being, no, I'm actually really balanced within my own energy.
Yeah. And then you get time and space to clear all the old timeline issues that are still stuck in your system.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes. Yeah. So in that sort of now moment, you might feel really empowered, but then there'll be times that you're dipping into that 3D reality that shows the wound of that you're not being fully balanced. And then you come back out of it, and then you balance a little bit more, you dip in, and then you up level yet again and then again. So you become more empowered the more that you do your inner work.
Yeah.
It's all this thing about like twin flames and stuff like that. I get questions about that all the time. Like, oh, how do you attract your twin flame? You do your inner work. That's your twin flame. Your inner self is to
be your own. Be that
exactly
part of the flame, and then you attract the other one.
Yes, absolutely. So it's not someone outside of yourself. The balance is within.
Yeah. And of course, it sounds really not what you want to hear if you are longing for a relationship, I think, but it is the best route, because if you are balanced and feeling completely and complete and happy with yourself, then the law of attraction is functioning, so you attract balanced people, and otherwise you are imbalanced, you attract imbalanced people, and that's not working. We know that from experience.
Absolutely. I'd rather just sort of like balance myself out, and when I sort of feel more empowered, then then I'd be ready for a relationship. But until that's happened, I'm like, no, I don't want to be putting up with I'll do my inner work first, thank you very much. Well, there's Kirsty here. Well, I must give you a call, Kirsty.
Leanna is a latecomer, but I welcome, and otherwise listen the broadcast later on. She just came in. I'm here now.
Right. Oh, yes. So, okay, have we got anything else? That was a really good point there, wasn't it, about the masculine? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sumako krante wamma kukrasi sikiana makoran tai ushubaku krantai wamma koesha subako krantai ishun mukra tarisha makieta subakiyama. Everything is about balance. It's really funny, actually. I've got my tarot cards out this morning, and what?
I'm back. I don't know what's happening. I see just a little turning around.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, how funny is that? Zoom you out. But the imbalance then, that's true. So the imbalance is was on my tarot cards. It was all the way through. It was like balance this, balance that, balance. So that was really sort of very interesting. Funny. Yeah. So that what's that? You two must meet more imbalanced people than most. Otherwise, you wouldn't get in touch with you. This is true. Old pipe. Yeah.
Send the imbalanced people.
Send all your unbalanced people, and I'll balance you out a little bit more. But it is about keeping that balance within yourself, that then you'll be able to help other people. So as facilitators of enabling people to create that sense of balance, we have to do the inner work ourselves, don't we?
Yeah,
Robert,
definitely.
Yeah.
And we expect everybody to do that as well, because we are on the grid and everybody has a position in the grid. And so if we do grid work, galactic grid work, we need better balanced people every time. I get the card.
Yeah, I got that one as well. I got that this morning, P. the chariot. I thought that was about travel, but it is travel as well, but it's also about balance. Didn't know that. I thought it was about travel, but it's not. It's about balance. But I do want to do a bit of travelling anyway, but that's another subject.
Manifesting, traveling.
Yeah, manifestation. Yeah. Oh, P wants to do a bit of travelling too. Maybe we could do like a little get together.
Everybody wants to travel again.
Yeah, I think everybody. The roads would be like gridlock.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
As I was saying to Len the other day, he was like, could you imagine everybody out on the roads? They'll all be sort of out there, gridlock, going travelling here, there, and everywhere. Everybody was like, oh, I'm free. And
I was talking with Len of using a camp. Everybody was buying campers.
Yeah.
So then nobody could travel anymore because the roads would be blocked with campers. Everybody bought it.
Flask and your cup of tea in your deck chair by the side of the road.
You don't move, you only get 10 meters or something because there are only campers in the way.
P really wants to go to Florence.
Oh yeah, that's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody sells their own homes and wants to go and buy a camper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my plan as well.
Yeah. We should do a tour. Donna, I think you're in America, aren't you, Donna? Must visit everybody. We ought to do like a little gathering. Yeah, we have, haven't we? Yeah, we want to go to Sedona, don't we, Robert?
We want to go to Sedona, and so as soon as we are allowed to travel again without any things to put in my body, then we're going to do that.
Yeah, we're manifesting, aren't we, Robert? Yeah, so, yes. Oh, no, yes, to Scotland. That's right, Scotland. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Donna. Yeah, Nicola said about going to Egypt.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Actually, I do want to go to Scotland as well. I want to do like, I want to do sort of lots of, Donna says, yeah, go to Sedona. Yeah, Kirsty's wants to go to Sedona. Oh, that's a little road trip to Sedona.
Yeah.
Go sit up on the mountain.
And then I'd take an American camper with a bath in it.
Oh, bath.
Yeah. They got those enormous big ones.
Oh, they have like great big, sort of like turning, like parking up in a great big, like in a supermarket, one of their supermarkets. Turn it. I can't remember what they're called now, but we get turning up and then you're sort of there and you sort of take up the whole like 6 or 7 parking places.
The whole parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, funny. Yeah.
Well, Heather's going to Manchester next week.
Oh, next week. Heather? Yeah, Mount Shasta. Want to go there as well. Is that in Sedona or near Sedona?
Near. It's about, I understood it was about 150 kilometers, something like that.
Is it?
Yeah. A bit more up north.
Yeah, nice. So we're actually speaking to somebody the other day, and he was saying that he knows that area quite well as well, and so we could always get some information from different people and get this little road trip. But we'd have to leave Louise behind.
Yeah.
Unless we put her in the suitcase.
Or we could just take her with us.
Yeah, we'll put her in the suitcase. She'll be right. Right. Okay. Any other business?
Any other questions?
Any other questions? I think today's been really lovely about really sort of touching on the 3D reality of emotional states, looking at the balancing of the masculine and the feminine. No space fairies though, unfortunately, but it was all about balance today, didn't you think?
Yeah. Grounding and balancing. Yeah.
Grounding and balancing. And it's important just to really sort of be heart-centered. If there is anybody affecting you, whether the work colleagues or family members, relationships, or the outward collective stuff, or whatever it may be that's really affecting you, just come back into balance and in your heart. Yeah. And that's the way forward.
Yeah, if you really got stuck, you can always contact us.
Yeah.
We are there to help.
Exactly. Right. Okay, so hope you're all well, everybody. This has seemed like we've just been on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's too short.
Yeah, It's just so thanks, guys. I'm off. I'm balanced, off to do a bit of tightrope walking now. Do you know what? These calls wouldn't be the same without pipe and slippers with these comments. Look at that, everybody. Look at Len. Look at him. Look. See, this is how we should be, all balanced, walking on a tightrope. I think that was on one of those videos I did during the week, actually, about tightrope walking. I think it was. I sort of think it was. Yeah, fabulous.
So if everybody is already subscribed to YouTube channels of us, if not, please do.
Yeah, so Robert's got
have a look at starseedyou.com. Because Nicola has a lot of courses. I got 1 course, 2 courses, and there are many other people who have got really interesting courses. Some are free, some are cheap, some are more expensive. There's for everybody something there.
Yeah,
all helping to awakening and the supporting of the awakening. And we do our next week. We have on Thursday. It's the 25th then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have on Thursday the morning the event. Mm-hmm. So if you want to join for your light language, please do. Subscribe, and it's also on Starseed You. On Wednesday evening, there's the contact group for light language of Nicola.
Mm-hmm.
And next week we got a guest again.
Yes, got Martin Nichols. Yes, he's amazing. Yeah, he's amazing. So I think he's in Portugal.
Oh,
he's
cool.
in Portugal, but he's actually Irish. He's Irish. But I think he married a Portuguese lady, and he's in. So some people may actually know of him, but he's really very lovely. So that would be really interesting conversation. So we'll put that sort of link up, but it'll be the same time next week.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Right. Thanks, everybody. And speak to you soon. Bye. Bye.